Learn from our experience. So learn from our experience. You know now, JJC, me and Hubby, as a then, we've never traveled out of the country.
Desde que te vi, yo me enloquecí. Buscaba una así y por fin te conseguí. Desde que te vi.
Hello beautiful people, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. Oh my, this YouTube is so easy. Like, I just finished filming a video and now I'm filming another one. Like, this business is not easy. It's not easy. So please, when you see a YouTuber post a video, just try to like and comment. At least like the video. Even if you don't want to comment, just, you know, easy now, eh? See as I find Sha. Anyways, let me just quickly show you guys what I'm putting on. I just finished filming another video, so I just changed my clothes and yeah, what I'm putting on right now for my next video. You know, for this YouTube, we only dress from our waist up. So, but it's okay. Yeah. I'm showing you guys now behind the camera videos. With the title of this video, you already know that this is a story video. A story. This is super story. This story I'm about to share with you guys is we've not really shared this video with outsiders apart from our immediate families that knew what happened then. I and my hubby, we've not shared it with anybody. So yeah, you see for this life. Yet as this life be like, communication is very, very important. So after our wedding, we traveled to Dubai for our honeymoon, and we didn't do the whole booking, the whole visa, all of those things ourselves. We got an agent to do it for us, and the agent did everything, including our flight. All we just paid, and she gave us our visa, our flight ticket, and all of that. So the initial we had was our hotel was in Dubai, gong. But we didn't know that it was in Sharjah. If you have been in Dubai, of course they have 9 Emirates, and Sharjah is one of them. So we didn't know that that particular branch that our reservation was their branch in Sharjah. So when we got to Dubai, okay, first of all, the flight she booked was Rwanda, and guys, that was the worst embarrassment of my life. Like, the food they shared there, the food where we were going, the food was okay, sort of. The food was okay, but I don't know, for some reason the tea they served us wasn't okay. And you know, when they came, they were like, you know, when they get to your seat, they will ask you tea or coffee, and I was like, but give me tea now. Me now, local girl in me. The local girl in me was like, anyway, tea is just milk and Milo, right? Here in Nigeria, what we call tea is Milo and milk. The beverage joined together is tea. And local girl, that's what I thought. Your local girl thought this is tea, like our regular tea. I didn't know that their tea meant a different thing. So when it got to us, the hostess asked us, tea or coffee? My husband said coffee. Me, I said tea because I don't like coffee. I don't like coffee because of the taste, you know. So I said tea now. When they brought it, like, they gave me tea, I was like, this is Lipton. Yo. Me, I was like, you know, as hunger don't wire me. So I was like, this is tea, this is Lipton. She was like, what? I said, okay. It was mother that had pinched me. Nah, but I was like raking. Madam, I requested for tea and you are giving me Lipton. Local girl didn't know that one is tea. So look at it, oh yes. What they gave me was tea, like tea. They don't know what beverage is, like, not that they don't know, like they don't serve beverage like milk and Milo. So it was my husband that pinched me and told me, this is tea. Like, this is, when they say tea, this is what they mean by tea. Unless you want coffee. And that I don't rake. When I now understand, I was like, okay, no problem, I will take it. give me milk, and they now gave me milk. That was the first embarrassment. That was the first embarrassment. So it was a midnight flight. So when we landed in Dubai, the mistakes we made, oh more child Jesus. Learn from our experience, learn from our experience. You know, now JJC, me and Hubby, as a then, we've never traveled out of the country. So that was our first time. So when we got to the airport, we landed, and the agency asked us if we want an airport shuttle. We said no, that we don't want an airport shuttle. We now thinking that we can navigate our way, like, you know, is that easy? So when we got to the airport, like, it was around 5 a.m. in the morning. Like, it was very early in the morning. It was also cold. So we took a taxi to our airport. You guys, the money was, I think, when you convert it to Naira, it was about 45,000 Naira. And one mistake that we did, we took our, we traveled with our card, obviously, but we didn't convert our Naira to maybe dollars, or maybe at least to the local currency. We carried our Naira like that. We carried our Naira and travel, thinking that when we get to the airport, we will change it and all of that. We got to the airport, and you guys, the exchange they gave us was way too. In fact, we lost money because of the exchange report. We are stuck because we still got to take a taxi to our hotel. So we had to change it like that. I think we changed about 200 dirham or something. I can't remember again, but we changed the money, and the taxi guy took us to the hotel. Our reservation was their branch in Sharjah. It wasn't even their branch in Dubai, Gong. So when we got to the Dubai, they checked. They were like, okay, we should wait. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I didn't just know what happened. Because they're supposed to, when you say you have a reservation, right, they're supposed to, like, go through their bookings to know the room and all of that. They just told us that we should wait, that visitors the customers are in the room, that we should wait till morning, like, morning, then we can enter our room. We stayed there from that 5 till around 7. So when the people that were in the morning shift now came, they checked our name wasn't there. We don't have any reservation. They were like, we should bring our hotel reservation, the printout. So we showed them. They were like, oh no, it's not here. It's their branch in Sharjah. It's okay now, no problem. Let's go to Sharjah. We now enter taxi. That was where the brigade started. We call this taxi. It's a taxi. We showed, because you know these Arabic people, they don't really hear English, like, and when they are speaking, we weren't really hearing them very well. So we just presented our hotel printout. This is the hotel we are going to. So the guy looked, know it, yes. We thought the driver knew where he was going to. So when we entered, the meter started reading. I don't know, the taxi, get as a taxi B, they read. So when they started reading, like, we drove like 30 minutes, about 20 minutes or so, 20-30 minutes. When we were driving, I noticed that the meter now read fast. So we now came to realize that when you are driving, like especially in taxi, if you are going from this Emirate to another Emirate, it's costlier. You understand? So remember, we are going from Dubai to Sharjah, just like interstate. Thank you, interstate. So when we are going, before we feel, I think the meter has read like, I think it was about 120 dirham or 150 dirham or something. It was just about 200 dirham. Chineke me. So we were like, so when we now got to the first hotel, it wasn't even that hotel. We looked at the name, we got there, he dropped us to one hotel like that. We said, that wasn't the hotel. Look at the name and say, oh, yes, okay, yes. Yeah, Burani, my people. This taxi guy carried us again and drove off. Another hotel. It wasn't the same hotel. We told the guy, if you do not know this hotel, why didn't you tell us you did not know this hotel? Instead of taking us all around the city, like, you want to make we lost? As we were just talking in the vehicle, and the guy now was like, we should drop. He's no longer going. That this is the hotel. We now went there. It was that hotel that told us, no, this is Sharjah. We are going to, and it's not even this hotel. So when we are now like, the taxi guy has dropped us. We were done. Him and us, we were arguing, like our voices were, people were passing, people were looking, Pakistanis, Lebanese, and all these Arabic people. They were just passing on. So it was his fellow taxi guys dropped, and they were like, speaking Arabic. Blah, 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 blah. So they were like, what we now heard was police. Eh? We were like, police for what? Why are you calling police? You're supposed to take us to this hotel, and you dropped us here, and you expect us to pay you. I think our money was 160 dirham. 160 dirham. You understand? So they were all called with the police. So it was another taxi guy, but that one is an African. So I think that man's name was Daniel or something. So when he dropped by, he now met us and spoke good English that we could understand. He now told us, where are we going? We told him, this is where we are going. We picked this guy, and he said he will drop us in this hotel. And now he has taken it to the first place. It was the wrong address. Taking it to the second place, not wrong address. Taking it to the wrong hotel. Now, second place, wrong hotel. So what are we going to do? So our money has entered I think 160 dirham. 160 dirham, yeah. And guys, that was a huge money. Like the black taxi driver, that man is from Kenya. That man was our saving grace. So he now used Arabic and told them, no police, blah, 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 blah. So I don't know what he now told them. The taxi man now said, okay, that we should not give him 120 dirham. Dirham. So we now gave him the money. So the Kenya taxi guy now carried us in his own taxi and took us to the actual hotel we are going to in Sharjah there. So my people, that was how we almost got arrested. Like, we've not even we just came from the airport. We've not even gotten to our destination, and they already arrested us. God forbid. If police had entered that case, like if we got to the police station, they would have just deported us just from there back to Nigeria. So that was it. That was it. And we were like, oh Jesus, thank you, Jesus. So the taxi guy now we collected the taxi guy's number, and he was actually, when we were going back, we also, because we didn't want to encounter any trouble, we collected his number. So when we were going back, we called him. He came to the hotel, pick us from the hotel, then down to the airport where we were going. So that was how we almost got arrested in Dubai, even without getting to our destination. It wasn't funny then, but it was very, very funny. So the mistake we did was we didn't change our naira to at least dollars. We just carried our naira thinking when we get there, we will be able to change it. When we got there, they told us that they don't accept naira. Jesus. Now that was when we know that, in fact, it was a very terrible mistake. So when you are traveling, especially in the country that you do not know, you don't frequent, country you are coming for the very first time, please, it's either you change your money to dollars or you change to the currency of that country. We are hoping that we will change, but naira now, and devaluation, and so no value. Nobody wants to take naira. So all through our stay with, because of that experience, we tried as much as possible to enjoy ourselves, forget that scenario and all of that. So we tried, the next day we'll have fun, move around, and we also had stores. So in the evening, one of the occasions, we went out and we decided to buy shawarma and bread. My people. Shawarma bread. We asked them how much is shawarma. They said the big one is 3 dirham, the small one is 3 dirham, then the big one is 5 dirham. Okay, we said bring now, you guys. Spicy, it was, oh god, the spice was nothing to write. It was nothing to write. I just realized that, yeah, I'm in an Arabic country. Our spices are two different things. The shawarma wasn't even like the shawarma we used. That creamy shawarma with hot dog, with cabbage and rish. Their own was just the tortilla like that. They just wrap the tortilla, they pour, it wasn't good at all. It wasn't good. Then as we were walking, we got to a bakery and we wanted to buy bread. So when we got to everywhere was smelling like, you know, when you enter a bakery, the smell is mwah. So we are like, okay, what are the prices of this bread and what's their content? They said this one is fruit bread, this one is sweet bread. And before my brother-in-law had already told us that in the UK bread is not sweet. Like Oyibo people, they know they chop sweet bread. So we say, okay, since Oyibo know they chop, maybe these Arabic people too feel know they chop big sweet bread. Anyway, let's not go with the one with low sugar. Let's go with the one with sugar, the one they called sweet bread. That was how we got the sweet bread and got home. The bread was chaff, like chaff. There was nothing sweet about the bread. Now, you know, if these people call this bread sweet, then what about the no sugar bread? It wasn't a good experience at all. It wasn't a good experience. But one of the tours, we went to their museums. The only thing we enjoyed there was the tour, basically. And at some point, me and my husband, we started walking around. We go around, take pictures and all of that. We went to their museum and we went to the National Mosque. And you know, in Abuja, we call it, here in Nigeria, we call it National Mosque, which is in Abuja. There's one central mosque like that. We went there as well. We also went to a lot of places I cannot even remember. So if you are traveling, trust me, just book an airport taxi. Book it just before you land, so that you won't have any business with the local taxi and all of that, so that they won't come and exploit you or even, you know, try to call police on you. So that is it, my people. That is how the story went. If you've enjoyed the story, feel free to give it a video a thumbs up. Share your own experience if this kind of thing has ever happened to you or anything similar, or you've been in a foreign country and you almost lost and all of that. If you have that experience, just share it in the comment section. I'll be happy to read it as well. So see you in my next video, and while you are waiting for my next video, please binge on this one, this or this. I'm very sure you will like it. So you guys, ciao.